So without further ado, let's make as much noise as possible. This is a podcast, so we need your energy for the one, the only, the Buttonista.
What's going on, guys? Hey, I know nobody asked me. Thank you. But I feel like people that do paint and sip classes should be required to do like a 6-month follow-up. Where did the painting go? Did it make it to the wall? Probably not. Did it at least make it to a drawer? The garage? Or worse, oh God. And if it didn't even make it to the garage, do you guys still know how to live, laugh, and love without it? It's a tough one. I know nobody asked me. I've never seen my parents so skeptical as when they receive a friend request on Facebook from somebody that they went to high school with. What does this person want from me? Taylor, how did they find me? I'm like, Mom, it's Facebook. Did she get a breast reduction? I think she got a breast reduction. That's right. And she has hips just like her mother. Should I accept her? Yes, Mom. She's Janet from the class of 1980. I swear to God, they would accept a robocall scam where they wire credit card money quicker than they would accept a request from somebody they went to high school with. I know nobody asked me. It's a weird trend I'm noticing. I know there's probably a lot of parents in the room of people happily commenting on social media saying that their babies, their dogs, their spouses are, and this is a direct quote, delicious. Someone actually posted after I wrote this joke down that their kid was freaking edible. And if I have half the intuition as Jeffrey Dahmer's neighbor, I really feel like I should do that see something, say something thing, because everything you read on the internet is true. And that one, that makes me think about it a little bit. I know nobody asked me. Even I surprise myself with the amount of confidence I have when I online shop. I just take on the persona of the 5'10" model that who's, wearing the outfit. Here's an example right here of something I purchased recently for an event. Now listen, this doesn't actually even look that cute on her, so I'm gonna give myself a little more credit. But this is what happened when I tried it on. Shit. I swear to God, in my mind, I look like her, and then I realized, Terrell, you have the body of a Sour Patch Kid. I even wore the colors of a Sour Patch Kid. I'm really just gonna hone in on that next time I hop online. And I know nobody asked me, but Chasing Friday is mother-freaking complete. Welcome!
Let's go!
Welcome!
Come on!
Welcome to the Buttonista podcast. This is live, guys. This is a live recording. Somebody told me in here in the audience they've never listened to a podcast at all before. I said, that's great, because I can't impress you or disappoint you or anything. This is a blank slate, and I'm very appreciative for that. But a lot of you here in the room have listened to the show before. Maybe you follow us on Instagram. No matter why you're here, I'm very glad that we gathered at a grocery store. I feel like it's a very unique place, especially in the sense that we can all take our first sip before we start the show, okay? This is a ritual we do. Helps me kind of take a breather. As you know, this is the reason why I have the body of a Sour Patch Kid. It's Miller Lite, everybody. So here's one time in the show, I want you guys to take out your phones, hold up whatever you're drinking. It could be water, coffee, or something stronger. Take your Instagram photo, snap a pic with me in the background, and you will officially be christened into the First Sip Club, okay? There you go, guys. Cheers to that. Cheers to the weekend.
There we go.
And if you don't know, the First Sip Club is actually the least exclusive club in the world. So you're kind of exclusive. This show is sold out. You guys are in the room tonight. But the First Sip Club, anybody can do it. In the future, all you got to do is tag me in your Instagram stories, participate. Just makes us feel cool, right? It's how I start every day. But PDT Market, where we are tonight, this is not how they started. This place has undergone an incredible transformation here in Saratoga Springs. It's only been open for about 3 months. It's a dream realized by the owner who had a very successful catering company locally and decided to open this with inspiration that he found from all over the world and brought it right here to us. It's always sunny in Saratoga, and I feel like PDT is playing a part in that. But what's weird People ask me all the time, did you ever think you were gonna do a live podcast, period? In a grocery store, definitely not. But Two Buttons Deep was on this beat for a long time. We actually covered the final days of this store's former self, and I wanna show you guys that video tonight so you get a true understanding of why we're here and how freaking special it is that we are in this place. Let's see it. If we can see it and hear it, I think the people would love that. I really do. That's important, you know? They listen to me talk all day, but it's different when I can hear myself talk too. How great would that be? Let's do that. Let's show them a little bit of the former PDT Jack. What's going on, guys? Taylor here from the Price Chopper Limited in Saratoga Springs. I'm sadly heading in here for the last time before the store closes. So I want to see if there's one last meal, my last supper, that I can buy here. Oh God, this is an unsightly scene. Nobody wants to see a store closing. I don't care what it is. We've got no produce, so I'm not making anything fresh. Bobby Flay would not be impressed with my meal tonight. And the song, can you hear this? I swear to God, that was the song. I'll be the greatest fan of your life. Hello there.
Hi there.
Do you got any slices left?
Oh,
Anything?
I do.
One last slice. What's the feedback been about this store closing?
Sad.
Sad? I'm kind of sad, right? Do you think anything else will take its place?
They've had some. It's getting me choked up.
Oh. I mean, if that just doesn't break your heart into a million slices of New York sharp cheddar cheese, I don't know what to tell you. Least surprising thing in the world to me that salad dressing is the only thing left on the shelves. Salads are depressing. Nobody likes salad. Nobody likes to make them. Nobody's entertained by a salad. I'm 4 coolers deep. No ice cream. Oh boy. Oh. The only ice cream left is Lactaid and Carb Smart. I'm not trying to be Carb Smart when I'm drowning in my own sorrows of not having a Price Chopper downtown. Ooh. We got a Martha's Dandy Cream from Lake. Me either. I can't touch anything except for this. Damn. Wait, here we go. The perfect compliment to my ice cream and cheese. Fast-acting dairy relief. I've never needed it before, but it's on sale. If I was gonna take anything away from this aisle, it would be the pallet of water. A, because it's the only thing available, and B, because I love water. So I could take this home for $2.99. I assume this was for the whole thing. It's like a clearance sale. I'm telling you right now, there's not a dry eye in the house at the Price Chopper Limited. I just did my last supper shopping trip before it closes for good. I got local ice cream from Martha's, dog treats, fast-acting dairy relief, and a 24-pack of Pix water. Listen, I'm sad to see the store go. I think everybody who has a connection or an apartment walking distance to downtown cares deeply that it's leaving. Which is why I would like to have a word with Trader Joe himself, Honest Weight, Nordstrom Rack. Just give me something that I want in here. It's sad to say goodbye. I feel like what I was doing there was like pre-manifesting, right? I mentioned a couple other possible replacements for this store, but I didn't say PDT Market because that wasn't on my radar at the time. And what we've had kind of come to fruition here is A, a full circle moment for Two Buttons Deep, so prop to us for being on the scene early, and B, honestly, something that is so great for the city. In real talk, I always say cities need grocery stores to thrive, right? They need somewhere that people can walk, people can gather. They always say the kitchen is the heart of the home, and I really think what they've accomplished here is just that. So it's very cool to be doing this and put it all in perspective with that video. So let's give a round of applause to PDT, a wonderful host here for the podcast.
As good as it gets.
It's as good as it gets. And it truly, you know, the kitchen really is the heart of the home. And preparing for this show here, I've kind of thought about like what does the kitchen mean to me? Like what does cooking mean to me? Things like that. And, you know, I kind of had a bone to pick with a couple of my family members because I've always had the bad rap in the family for not being the cook. You know, I'm happy to clean and stuff, but I kind of shied away from the kitchen for most of my life. But in the past few years, I've become a homeowner. I've really gotten comfortable in the kitchen, taking notes from my family members that could cook, or the New York Times cooking app, or that one time I ambushed Bobby Flay and can never live it down. And I feel like I've come a long way. It's something I talk about a lot on my podcast, this domestic side of me. I'm one of those people that if I'm giving you a meal at my home, I'm like, all right, chefs, and today we have prepared for you whatever, and I go on. But there's two incidents that I just want to recall tonight here that have damaged my reputation a little bit. I'll share them with you here because I'm an honest person. One is something I like to call the Great Lasagna Incident of 2021. Doesn't sound good, does it? I had just moved into my home, preparing a pantry staple, a nice lasagna, with a borrowed pan from a family friend, 450-degree oven. It's coming in hot, right? I have a little phrase that I've coined, unfortunately, for myself called too fast, too quick. Like the brain, I just can't catch up with myself. I blame a lot of things for being left-handed. I don't know if it's that, but when I cook, I'm really proud of it. I think that's something that we all have within us, right? Is like you're putting your heart and soul into something. You know 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna like it because you're the chef, but you at least wanna get it on the plate. This time, I was too fast, too quick. Let's blame it on the oven mitts, the temperature outside. I don't care. But the lasagna quickly exited the pan. It was a rollover accident. I actually want to show you guys what the Great Lasagna Incident of 2021 looked like so you can paint a picture in your heads yourself. It wasn't great. Oh, I'm glad you guys awed instead of laughed. You're here to laugh, but this was bad. This one was so bad that my boyfriend, who's here tonight, was so nice. He's like, let's eat it. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? We are going out, we're splitting a bottle of wine. I might not touch this oven for another 6 months. I just learned the difference between the oven and the stove. They're connected, but they do different things. It must be a new oven. I can't compete like this anymore against myself. So there was that, but I've overcome that. But as I mentioned, the first sip club is kind of a big deal for me. Who has morning coffee every day? I don't care what time.
Every day.
Who doesn't? You don't want to raise your hand because the exits are right here. This is an emergency exit, and there's another one there. I don't discriminate on the first club. And Adeline right here, she brought me peonies, guys. I used them on the stage tonight. Shout out to her. That's very sweet, because we know bitches love peonies. If you don't do the first sip club in the traditional way, you might not understand the great coffee incident of 2022. My mom and I drink so much coffee, we use an industrial-style coffee maker called a bun. The only time you've ever seen the bun is at a diner where some 64-year-old lady with a hump on her back named Kathy is asking you if you need a refill. And that's no disrespect to Kathy. I couldn't go to a diner without her. But the bun in our house makes a full pot in 2 minutes. You can do a little bathroom break, check your phone, and your coffee's done. But it's like no technology. So there's no timer, there's no like clock, there's no frill. So it's a manual labor sort of situation. So I was very upset on a Monday, just about a year ago. I know it was right after July 4th, so it was a time where I really needed that first sip more than most, where I took that 2-minute break while it was filling up, and I came out to, honestly, like the Chernobyl of kitchen accidents. This is the Great Coffee Incident of 2022. I don't know if you can see these individual grains of coffee. You may be cooler than me, and you grind your own coffee. This is the finest sand from the beaches of South Africa in the crevices of my linoleum frickin' floor, whatever the homeowners put in before me. There was nothing more depressing than this incident, and I swear to God, I am still cleaning up the coffee grinds today. A lot of people Venmo'd me after this, and this is how you know you're down bad. Like, people know that we take our coffee seriously, and I pay it forward, and I do that to other people when, their Stewart spills or whatever, but these are 2 incidents in the kitchen that I truly have never lived down at all, and I'm glad that even PDT, after their background check of me to make sure that I was, a good chef and a good head of household, would let me come back. But there's one thing I did do growing up that every kid did. I wasn't always cooking in the kitchen. I wasn't even playing in a play kitchen. But I decided to do something with my life at a very early age. A lot of people had American Girl dolls, right? Give it up for some American Girl dolls. I don't know, Felicity. Felicity, are you here tonight? She's not wrapping up her prison sentence. She went to Harvard, that Felicity. I know she did. But I did this thing when I was a kid with a kitchen thing that a lot of my friends' parents, they were kind of like disturbed with me. And it was the first time in my life, despite like how outgoing I was and just like, you know, doing what normal kids do, I made some toys out of plastic meat that you would get in like a play kitchen. I put googly eyes on them. And I started giving them to my friends. So I just want to introduce you to my friend up here on the screen. Her name is Monique. And I brought her with me everywhere as a kid. My parents did fine. They provided for us like any family could and would, but for some reason, I said, fuck Felicity. Monique is coming to Michael's. I remember a very specific story where my grandmother had to create a scene. I think it was at a Michael's craft store where my sister dropped Becky the bologna. That was hers. There was Anastasia the artichoke. Like everybody had one. Like people were calling my house being like, what propaganda is Taylor pushing, like at play dates sort of thing. And my sister dropped Becky the bologna at Michael's, and my grandmother had to talk to the person in front of her like, pardon me, Becky is on the floor. I think she's fine. And I don't know what happened to Becky, but Monique, I have a really big announcement here tonight. I'm really happy to announce she's still with us. Yeah, give it up for Monique. She came out to the show tonight. She was actually most recently living in Boston. My dad snapped a picture of this just a few months ago, and it brought back a lot of memories, some painful, some really fun. She's been doing that like nudist thing before everybody, but you can tell her hips, they don't lie. So I don't know what kind of clothing they make for, you know, overdone pork tenderloin. I think that's what she was. But I'm so glad she's here tonight. It brings back, you know, just a lot. I know. Someone from the 2 stage, pass it around. Are you kidding me? She's precious. It was just weird though, like I didn't know what happened to her when my parents got divorced. And like, you know, you go through things, couches, memorabilia, and like, you know, like my dad was like, I don't want the couch, but Monique is coming with me to Boston. Like, I don't care. You girls are on your own. You're out of the house. But like, this bitch is coming to the Northeast, to Boston. Like, what? I'm just so glad she's here though, because she was a big part of my life. And I think when I look at her, I'm like, that girl was gonna be okay. I was an inventor, baby. I don't think she's worth anything, but to me, she's priceless, and she taught me how to accessorize as well. So I'm very glad that she could make it here for the show tonight. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I've attracted a lot of cool people in my circle over the years. None more cool than the person I want to kind of introduce right now. Might be a little weird, but I had the opportunity to meet one of my idols recently. People do ask me a lot, like, how did I get started and why do I do this and things like that. And I think in any industry or any world that you live in, you have people that you look up to and you admire. And I've kind of built more or less some of my path on some of those people, whether they're on TV, people I know in real life. And this opportunity that I had recently, it knocked me off my 4-inch heels, which that is bad for me because I'm only 4'11", so I need all the stability I can get. I almost lost my cool with this one though, so I want to show you a little adventure I went on in Saratoga with someone very special to me and who I hope you guys remember. I see a lot of Botox, so I think you guys are around the age group, you'll know that. And if you need anything else, they sell everything here at PDT, even Ozempic. It's that bougie and trendy. It's a very cool store. So you can really get anything you need, but I hope this video strikes a chord with you all.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? I am here in downtown Saratoga, spending a nice afternoon preparing for the Buttonista live show, thinking about what could I do to bring the best guests to town and show them a good time. You guys are not going to believe who is joining me for my stroll this afternoon. It's my icon, my legend, my saving grace in this world. I've always said I'm the revived granddaughter of. You're not going to believe it, but Joan Rivers is here, baby.
Hello, my darling. You're so gorgeous. You look like my daughter, Melissa. And you and I are getting along great because my daughter and I, we speak to each other every single day.
Yes, we do.
And I say the same thing. Pick up, I know you're there. We're very close.
For one day and one day only, you're here in Saratoga.
Yes.
And it is, I'm gonna tell you an insider tip right now, it is always sunny in Saratoga,
It is
okay?
always sunny, and your boobies are great. First of all, how
Thank you.
much you pay for those?
I'm actually wearing a bra for once right now. I don't usually.
You could feed China with those tits. Look at you.
Thank you, Joan.
Fabulous.
Well, let's go see if we can find an outfit to look good in these tits. I'm gonna take
Let's
you
go.
to my favorite boutique, Violets of Saratoga.
Where's the owner? I want a Jewish discount. I want a damn Jewish discount. Oh,
I need to try on some outfits for Joan Rivers.
Hello. Are you the owner?
No, we're both the managers.
Oh, then where's the owner?
Hi, she's living her life.
What does that mean? She's an alcoholic. She's at happy hour. Married or single?
Married.
Let's see the ring.
Yeah.
Shitty.
Yep.
It's not so great. What does he do for a living?
He's an engineer.
Oh, we should have more money.
Yeah.
How about you?
Married.
Okay, well, you have a trick pelvis.
Yeah.
Better.
I want your full honesty, okay?
I'm gonna-
roast me, toast me.
Toast me, the whole
whatever
bit.
comes to your mind when you see it.
I'll let you know.
You'll say it.
Let's take a look. Come out, Taylor. Let's see what you look like, my darling. Oh, okay. Sexy, sexy. Showing the leg, which is great. Give a twirl. Let's see the whole thing. It's a hit. Okay. Well, let's do a spin. Let's turn it around. It's very sort of dominatrix. I'm not crazy about it. It doesn't really flatter you that great because it's just like, meh. But if you had a damn whip and a hat and some big boots, then we can have sex in it and I can see you in a sling wearing that. That would be great. So let's see what Taylor has on now. This is Fashion Police here at Violets in Saratoga. And come on out, my darling. Let's see what the little slut tramp whore is wearing. Slutty, so you're like Lindsay Lohan on crack. What the fuck are you wearing? Wearing in the bedroom. You have a boyfriend?
Yes.
So then I think he'd like it. It's easy access right up the top. I could smell. Did you douche? What's going on? I could smell something, so I'm gonna get out of the shot because I don't like the outfit and I don't like what I'm smelling. So, mwah, I'll see you later, Taylor. I mean, the whole thing is horrible. Horrible. Saratoga, how's the dating scene here? You know, like if I want to meet a man.
If you want to meet a man, Joan, there's a lot of rich old men here in Saratoga. There's a lot of money in this town.
There's a lot of money, which is great. Are you dating? What's going on?
Married.
Let's see the ring. Let's be brutally honest. You must have swallowed for that. That's fabulous. A little slut tramp whore here in Saratoga. We thought it was all clean and nice and living under the tree, and we have sluts and we have gay men, which I love. Thank God the gays are here. Crossing the street.
Across the street. Oh, you get some.
Hello, my darlings.
I got Joan Rivers here. She's back
Joan
from
Rivers
the dead.
to say hello, and you brought me. I will be 90 years old tomorrow, June 8th, and you bought me presents. You didn't even know. Oh, fuck you. Give me I'll take these off your neck. No, I'll take the teeth out of your mouth. That's what I'll take. But I will love. Oh, look at this. What do we have? And how much did you pay for your wife's gift? $26 for this fucking piece of shit. I don't want it. Yeah, your mistress. No one will put up with him twice. Tomorrow is my 90th birthday, and I'll take just one of them. These are Oreos here from Saratoga, so I'm gonna take one of these for my 90th birthday, and I'm gonna take him. Bye, bitch.
All right, next up on my tour through Saratoga Springs with Joan Rivers, we are going to try Saratoga's natural spring water. See if it can give us a little lift.
A little lift, because I've had more tucks than a motel bed sheet, so maybe this will help lift everything up. It's like 4 men urinating. That's what this looks like. I don't know. How do you do it? Do you just put it in your mouth?
All right, any expectations of what it's going to taste like or what it's going to do
I
to
am
you?
so thrilled. This is like a gangbang right here. 4 gay men, and we're here, you and I, the lesbians, and we're going to jump in and we're going to drink this, put it in our mouth.
Let's see how it
Let's
tastes.
do it. 1, 2, 3. Horrible. I'm leaving Saratoga. Get my limo ready.
Alrighty, and now we are right back here at PDT Market because I thought, who better to show off the space to than Joan Rivers herself? She's so much my inspiration for what I do. Now she's gonna see where my big show is taking place. Joan? Where's Joan? I haven't even shown her yet. Joan? Oh my God, Joan!
Oh, no, I'm alive. I'm alive. I was just napping.
Oh my God, you know what you need? You need a nice cold Miller Lite.
I need a
Oh,
Miller
thank
Lite.
God she's
Get off
still
your
alive.
knees. Get off your knees, you little slut. Oh, The heavens have opened up again for me for the second time. This is amazing. Let's go. Where do we go first?
To the bar, honey.
Let's go.
To the
Let's
bar.
go.
We deserve it.
I'm following you, Taylor. Come on.
We deserve a nice trip to the bar.
Oh my God.
Stop and smell the roses.
It's like my funeral all over again. Have you ever seen something this large? Tell the truth.
You
This
know
is
what? I have. The horses in Saratoga. Have you ever
horses.
seen a horse's you know what?
I have, but this comes in two. This is one in the front and one in the back. This is fabulous. I'll take one in every size. One in every size. Can I? No. And I'll take some, how about some of this cheese to go with it? Oh, and everything comes double. The balls, too. Look at this. You got balls and two cocks. Look at this. PDT, wherever the fuck we are, has everything. I'll take one of everything.
Can we get 2 Miller Lights, please? Yes, of course. Wow, this is like a dream come true. I can have a Miller Lite with Joan Rivers.
We can have it. Let's do the dance. Up and down and up and
My
down.
boobs are gonna fall out.
Mine aren't. Mine.
Actually, almost
I have nothing.
I think I just peed a little.
Did you peel? Oh, I'm wearing a diaper, so I think I shit too, but it doesn't matter. Depends.
Let's have a seat and sip a Miller together,
Let's
please.
do it, because we do
After
love Miller Lite. I do prefer champagne because I'm Joan Rivers, but
for one night and one night
one
only.
night here in Saratoga, it's about the Miller Lite. Mwah.
Cheers.
Cheers to my new BFF.
You can see what Jack meant when he said there's 3 buttons deep stuff that just doesn't go on the internet. But that was special for you guys. That was very special for me. But was the most special of all that Joan Rivers traveled all the way from heaven to come do a bit with me for my live podcast. So I have a little bit of a question here tonight. Who drove 5 minutes to get to the Buttonista Show? Raise your hand. Show of hands. You drove 5 minutes to get here. Excellent. Did anybody drive 15 minutes to get here to the show tonight? 15 minutes? All right, it's only a couple exits. You don't love me that much. Anybody drive more than 20 minutes to come see the Buttonista? Holy shit, show of hands. I always think I pull the Saratoga crowd, but I love that you guys come from anywhere. Keep your hands in the air if you've come from 20 minutes or more. Anybody more than 20 minutes drive? Okay, there's a lot of you, okay? Let's go 40. 40 minutes? Anybody 40 minutes? All right, so I'm gonna do a little. There was a lot of traffic on the Northway. I'm gonna pick 3 of you. You're very special here tonight that are gonna come up and do a little something fun with me, okay? We got this right here in the back, that very high hand, that's Sarah. Stay where you're gonna come. Right here in the headband, right here, yep. Let's see. Oh, we got you right here with a little peace sign. Yep, you. Yep. Come on down, guys, because you are the next contestants on The Price is Right. Let's go, baby. Come on down. Congratulations. This is it. You're going to stand right here for me. Make yourselves known. We are adding a fun little game show element into tonight's festivities because everybody's winners for being here, but you 3, you have a very important job to do right now, okay? I want you to guess the price on this gift bag that you will definitely win if you guessed correctly. Price is Right rules. I want you, we have Back 9 Bri, he's gonna present it here today. I want you to present, let's open it up, Bri, let's show them what they're working for. I need you to guess the price of Joan Rivers double cock sausage, and you guessed it, the pair of mozzarella balls that go with it, okay? Is anybody Italian here? Okay, good, because an Italian won at the last show, and I felt that was a little unfair because they know what to do with this meat, okay? So here's the deal. Only Brian and I know the exact price. Come on, Brian, get in the light here. Show everybody what they're working for, okay? I want you guys to guess the dollar amount you think of the mozzarella balls. Come here so everybody can see you when you present. And then you guys, when somebody guesses, I want you to go higher or lower and let them know if they're in the ballpark. So come on over right here. Step in front of the light. Oh, yeah, you go, girl. Tell everybody your name.
Alex.
Alex, what do you think the cost is of the double cock sausage? And I'm sorry, it's provolone. Sorry to my Italian grandmother. What do you think the cost is?
$55.
$55. What do you think? Higher, lower? Higher than 55? Okay, good guess. I'll say I like the guess. She thinks lower. She might be Italian. All right, come on up, Miss Sarah. I know your name. All right, this is Sarah. What do you think? You know 55 now. You get that in your brain space. What do you think the price is right here?
I think this cock is priceless.
She might just pick one up. The markets might be still open. She could take one home. Any guesses? $1! You know what? I really respect that move. I really respect that move. And you, sir, come on down. I love the shirt, by the way. Excuse me, turn around. There's one issue here with this man's shirt. Does anybody know what it is? Thank you. You should win the balls.
Better?
Yes.
Patrick, thanks.
Whoa. Not for me, but you might want to manscape. No, I love it. And you smell lovely. No, it's great. It's perfect. What is your name?
Patrick.
Patrick, what do you think the price is of this double cock and provolone balls?
69.
Very appropriate. Very appropriate. What do you guys think? Higher, lower? How do you do? Higher. Wow. Wow. You guys, I must have really sold these because the people, they like the price. Bri, I'll give you a bonus guess. You don't know the answer. Just pretend. What do you think? You probably don't know the answer.
Let's go 105.
Okay, Brian. All righty. Well, come on out, contestants, please. There is somebody that has won by Price is Right rules, which means you have to get the closest without going over, and that is you right here, my friend, Miss Alex. 55. These cost $64 if you're interested. If anybody's interested, they're not in the gift bags, but you, my friend, we're gonna run those on the 2 Buttons Deep tab, and you just tell me what you Bobby Flay with it, and it'll be all good. It's a great charcuterie situation for the weekend. Take the balls and the tote bag too. Thank you guys for playing The Price is Right. That was fun. We love that. You know, I feel like that was doing what Joan wanted to do, right? Which is like not take life seriously and have a lot of fun. I swear, when I say that Joan Rivers was sort of my inspo for everything that I've done so far in my career, what I loved about Joan, do you guys remember Joan Rivers? Like I said, I think this is an age-appropriate crowd, but to me, Joan Rivers was that I don't give an F before it was cool to not give an F. And I know the world has changed, and I think that's good for Joan because I don't think she could have thrived the way that she did with her style of comedy in today's world, and I respect that. But on a little micro scale, I wear a badge of honor that my podcast has an explicit rating on iTunes and Spotify for a reason. What Joan was able to do, especially when it comes to fashion, and listen, I'm a self-proclaimed fashionista, right? I love it. I have somewhat of an eye for it, but you know, we all have different styles and tastes, and I put my flavor out into the world and take inspo from everybody else, but this is just what I like. But I also know what I don't like. And I'm not afraid, I wouldn't say it to you guys, but when I watch these Hollywood shows, we all know the memes of like, you know, I'm sitting here on my couch sipping Miller Lite and they're the stars of the world. I like the playfulness that comes with award shows. That's what Joan was known for on The Fashion Police. That's where I came to love her. And the jokes that she said there, she didn't even say in this video, and I didn't tell her to say any of that stuff in that video. That was off the rip right there. She recited a lot of Joan's old jokes, and I loved that she pushed the envelope. I think we miss that sometimes in our world. We're very quick to get offended, and they're just outfits. I mean, I wore basically a pair of my dad's pants the other night to, an event, and people were definitely commenting and DMing, but that's all the fun. Thank you. Someone here tonight won a bet with her friend because people actually thought they were my dad's pants. My dad's here tonight. They weren't his pants, you guys. It's a jumpsuit. But I appreciate that people thought, and I'm glad the person here won the bet. Her friend thought they were the dad's pants. People were coming up to me after I wore that outfit going, that is so sweet that you wore my dad's pants. And I'm like, A, he's still alive, and B, he had a weight loss transformation. He could have been one of those guys holding the pants, but that was my own outfit. That was my own doing. But I really did love Joan Rivers, and in this weird way, doing that video, even though, by the way, I'm gonna spill a little secret here tonight, that wasn't the real Joan Rivers. You guys know that, right?
What?
No,
You're
she
telling
didn't.
me.
She didn't come back from the dead. It was actually somebody in drag, so it was a man, okay? I'm saying this to my boyfriend because he didn't know. So I did that, no, I swear to God. I did that whole video, I told him what I was doing, and like later that night, we were just hanging out, he's like, how'd the video go with that guy? I'm like, that guy? Yeah, you went around town with this guy. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that was Joan Rivers. He didn't understand, but listen, that was an incredible experience. I had the best freaking time. And tonight we're gonna carry on Joan's legacy. We're gonna do something that she would do, which is why all of you guys have your little things right here, okay? Show them up if you got them. We're gonna play a little game called Roast or Toast. This is my version of Fashion Police. You guys have probably participated in my Instagram polls online when we do a big award show. I'm gonna show you guys some trends on the screen right here. And this is good for me because I don't have to bang that Judge Judy gavel down. You guys get to be the bad guys. If we're nixing a trend, it's on you. I'm not really gonna participate. So we're gonna start a little easy. We'll escalate things a bit. But let's start with trend number 1. These are utility pockets, okay? Gut reaction, roast or toast? I should have put Monique in my utility pocket so you guys didn't roast me. Wow, this is an almost unanimous roast. I have a handful of toasts here. And here's the thing. Okay, I get it. A lot of you are thinking, what do you do with those pockets? Are they just for style? Did you have that grandparent that was like, do those jeans with holes give you a discount, Because they don't understand it. That happens a lot. They think because you have less pants, but they're actually a lot more expensive. And that was always my original sort of crusade when I started being a fashionista, is that I said, cargo shorts, especially for men, are a really bad look. I don't love them at all. I don't understand them. But if, in fact, you are able to utilize those cargo pockets and put something in them, I have a little more respect for you. Put your lip gloss in there. Maybe Monique the Meat goes in my cargo pocket after the show. So if you're utilizing your utility pockets, I would toast them, but I will say it will live forever in history that the Buttonista live show is gonna roast. No big deal. Let's see what's next. All right, this is a weird one. This is a really weird one. Fake tan lines, roast or toast? Okay, thank God. Did you guys know about this? So I'm not super on TikTok, but I guess, can we turn that music down a little bit? It's a little much. You're toasting, so you have fake tan lines right here. We have one in the house. Show them. Are they here? Do you have the Playboy sticker from when you used to go tanning on your little sweet spot? Because that I would toast. You're roasting. Okay, so here's the thing. I think this is like a play by Big Sunscreen, because all these TikTokers are like, oh, now that we wear sunscreen, we don't get tan lines anymore. So we're gonna airbrush them on and do this. Listen, I'm here for sunscreen, but I'm not here for Big Sunscreen telling me that the best thing to do in your bridesmaid's dress is look like you just swam the 500-meter breaststroke. I can't have your racer back in my wedding photos. It's not cool to have tan lines. We go tanning to get rid of tan lines that we already had. So the fact that these youngins over here are airbrushing these on, they're buying bronzer. I've never seen an outfit look good with tan lines where I'm like, that was intentional. That was holy shit. I fell asleep in the sun yesterday, and now I have to go to my brother-in-law's birthday brunch, and I look like I just, slept in a lawn chair. It's not for me, and I don't advise against this. I don't like this. Let's see what's next. Crochet, baby. Let's see. This could be a room splitter. This could be a room splitter here. We got a lot of toasts. Wow, we're feeling some type of way about the crochet, okay? I think it's a toast. I'm gonna go toast. Now listen. I do abide by the rule that everything sort of comes back in style. And I think, don't let me talk about the one hat rule here. There's no hats though tonight. The crochet is one of those nostalgic things that I think has its place in time. I would say if you have a vintage version, you're a leg up above everybody else. I will beware, a lot of people bought this dress on the right after I wore it to an event. And thank you, but the hole, I'm just gonna warn you right now, the holes in the crochet, they line up perfectly if you have proportionate nipples. So I was at a networking event and you could just see just the tip, essentially. So that's not great. It's not great. I like the crochet in small doses. I think it's cute. It's a little play. It's a little fun. But don't go deck out your whole wardrobe with it. You know what I mean? Maybe pass it on like traveling pants or shit. But I think it's having a nice moment right now, and it can stay in our closets. And don't throw it out either, because we know it's going to be back. What do we have next here? All right. You've never heard of this one before. Let me just tell you. I made this one up, okay? This is Duggercore, okay? We're roasting. You know the vibe, though, right? You know the girl. You've seen her. You've gotten a little tricked on Instagram when you see floor-length denim skirts and you're not really sure what to do with them. This one's tough. I'm kind of glad we're roasting. It's a little too wholesome, a little too modest for me. And this just comes from a place of kind of overdosing on like documentaries. You know, the Duggars are kind of back in the mix right now. And when I think of their oversized collars and their frills and their denim skirts, I see these like pieces separately. And I'm like, if I put them all together, I'm gonna look like 20 kids and counting. I just rolled up to the party a little late. So I'm introducing Duggercore as a new fashion trend that you might see out on the streets this summer. The last one we have here, this could be a little controversial. Oh, I'm sorry, we have one more. All right, do you know about this? Oh, okay, all right. Well, I was kind of hoping somebody was doing this for my show tonight, because what's happening is that when Taylor Swift does her live concerts, people are wearing diapers so they never miss a song. They just want to shit themselves rather than not hear blank space from the 4,700th row. We're roasting. We're over it, okay? I just can't picture a world, you know? Like, I feel like when I learned that like people that run marathons, which is a wonderful accomplishment, like that they like go to the bathroom on themselves, like, and I've publicly talked about the times that I've done that without being an athlete, so I get it. But I feel like that's an instant turnoff. That just becomes something I don't want to do. Someone told me here tonight that this was like a Taylor Swift moment for them, and I said, don't worry, you're in Saratoga, it's fine. But does that mean you wore a diaper? She said no, unfortunately. This last one, this is gonna be a new trend. It's a debut, so be kind or be honest, be whatever you want. Would we roast or toast the 2 buttons deep Hawaiian shirts? Oh, wow. Thank God. Thank God. Wow, give it up for these guys. All right. Wait, why don't we play all buttons deep? Why don't we play all buttons deep? You don't think? I was ready to get these guys involved in a game of sorts. I feel a little upset for the crowd that they didn't get to do that. But I'm glad you did that. These guys needed a real vote of confidence tonight. They are wearing the brand new all buttons deep Hawaiian shirts ready for track season. We're debuting them in our merch collection. And if they were roasted, I mean, we would have to just get rid of it. They'd be going to the Salvation Army across the street. But unfortunately, that's, not going to happen. They're going to go right here for sale. So make sure you grab these for the man in your life, or if you just like to rock that all buttons deep style. These are available now. And you guys look like you're going to jump me or like do a coordinated dance. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're so street smart in those.
It's one of the two. You'll find out.
Yeah, I don't actually want to find out, if you don't mind. Great game of roast or toast. Again, I really appreciate you guys. What do you guys think of the show so far?
Come on.
I feel like I don't know if you drink as much as the Tuesday crowd. I'm not encouraging anything. You do drink as much as the Tuesday crowd. I got you, girl. Oh, there we go. We got a little, that was like a little
I'm seeing a lot of empty glasses out there. They're
a lot
drinking.
of empty glasses out there. I know, I get it. How are you going to sell those t-shirts to these girls?
We're all buttons deep.
You might have to go one more or give our buddy over there with the chest hair. He might need to be our new model. But listen, we've had so many awesome faces here in the crowd tonight. I got Peonies. I got my girl Kate over here somewhere. It's her second show. She went to both shows this week. What a little angel. I met this girl at an event. She's like, I love you. I'm like, do you want to come to my show? She came twice. You guys are so good to me. You understand it. You get it. And you had the opportunity to go a couple buttons deep yourself and ask me some questions. I don't know what they are, but I'm going to answer them to wrap up the show. Jack screens them, so I hope they're good. I hope they're the appropriate amount of buttons deep. What do you have for me?
We're about to find out.
Let's see.
Number 1, what is the strangest thing in your fridge?
Your husband, you know what, Becca? It might be Twisted Teas. It might be Twisted Teas in my fridge, actually. That's a little off-brand for me. I put the Twisted Teas in my fridge for my mom, the senior Buttonista, who she's starting to get recognized more than me, and she might have her next live podcast before I do, to be honest with you. You guys love yourselves.
Come on.
Some senior Buttonista. She's in the back hanging out.
The senior B.
I've learned so many things from my mom, right? A little bit of fashion sense, sales, shopping. I have my girl Michelle here, who is my Marshall's plug. I got a lot of great fashionistas in the building tonight. So I learned that from my mom. I think I learned that like too fast, too quick thing from my mom that I talked about earlier in the show. And then I learned this other thing, which again, we're in a safe space. She's kind of like a big like road soda girl. When you're not driving, she brings a little road soda. And what I've noticed with her with these Twisted Teas is that like, she's doing a road soda at like 9 o'clock on a Saturday. And I'm like, I get it if we're like on our way somewhere. But she's like, no, it's tea. I'm like, Mom, there's alcohol in the Twisted Tea, It's 4%, no big deal. So that's a strange thing in my fridge right now, but it's been a busy few weeks. A lot of like onion flakes. Oh, she can have it. She can have whatever she wants. She actually brought the whole case to her house the other day. She's like, I need these. I'm like, I know what you need these for, but she's the bomb. My mom's the bomb. Give a round of applause for the senior Buttonista.
Senior B, baby.
She's the best in the biz. And honestly, if it wasn't for her, I'd have so much more weird shit in my fridge. Because when I go away, she's like a little mouse. Like, she's the person that calls me at like 6:15 in the morning. And she's like, you just got up? I'm like, yeah, it's 6:15. She's like, oh, I've been up since 3. I've done this, I've done that. So the reason why my fridge is clean is because of her.
Do you like being brunette or blonde better?
Roast or toast, brunette or blonde? What are we roasting? What are we roasting? We're toasting the brunette. Oh, no one wants to raise their little flags. I get it.
They're asking you.
I'm Team Brown. I think I'm gonna stay for a while. Listen, one thing I preach in my podcast, which I'm not a cult leader yet, but I have some inspiration and some inklings that's like close. Like, I really love that stuff, and I don't know how I'm gonna harness that, but it starts with those shirts. But one thing I talk about a lot on my show is that I am really open to change. Like, I'm open to new situations. Moving has never bothered me. Changing things about my appearance has never bothered me. And I probably lived how many years of my life being like, what would I look like with brown hair? Everybody does. What would I look like if I had curly hair? You always want what you don't have kind of thing. So when I went brunette, I think I shocked everybody. I didn't tell anybody, which is how you know you're probably going to make a bad decision, that you don't tell anybody. So I just showed up one day like this, and I freaking like it. I love a change. I want to keep it fresh. I want to show you guys, like, short, long, like, do whatever. Like, I mean, in the great words of Drake, YOLO, right?
Did Drake say that?
Of course, Jack. Get with it. Yeah, he said YOLO.
All right. What do you want from a track outfit?
What do I want for the people?
What do you want from a track outfit?
That's a great question. What do I want from a track outfit? Okay, I know what you want, unfortunately. You want comfort, you want some florals, you want to be able to walk around and go from day to night, and I don't wrong you for that at all, right? If you're at my level of thinking, there's like multiple shoes going on, there's maybe an outfit change. I want a track outfit that you really feel good in. Like, there's so many people drinking there, betting all their money away, having a great time. It's a great place to fish for compliments. So go out and do it, right? It's also a great social outing here, and I think people don't give it enough credit for what it really does bring to this area for the 8 weeks that it's here. So go out and have fun. You can repurpose things from your closet. I think it's a great time to accessorize, like, wear that headband, do a crazy pair of shoes, do multiple earrings and necklaces. Like, I'm not saying you have to go out to every boutique and buy a bunch, but if you want to, Violet's has some of the best track dresses in Saratoga. I love them very much. That's where I go when I'm in a pinch. But accessorize, bring your sunglasses. I think sunglasses make you look at least 50% hotter. If you're wearing a mask because of the air quality and sunglasses, you're basically Giselle this week. Like, good for you. I mean, the more percentage of my face that's covered, the hotter I am. I never get catcalled more than when my face is covered up. COVID was great for me. I gained the weight down here, but I looked hot as fuck. I had sunglasses and a mask on all the time. So I love that for the track. But I think, it's a good time to go short. Not a huge fan of the kneecaps, my own at least, but be creative. Don't spend $1 million. Hopefully you win $1 million. And if you ever have questions, slide into my DMs and I will guide you. I love monochrome, by the way, like a little color blocking situation. Have fun. Don't overthink it. But I'm here to guide you. Not judge you, but guide you.
What is your celeb crush?
Ooh, great question. I feel like I've had a lot of time to think about that recently, but I always go back to an old favorite. This is gonna resonate with a lot of you. It's not Chris Hemsworth though. He's not a celeb yet. It's actually George W. Bush, not H.W. George W. I've just always wanted to there's just something so endearing, politics aside. I've always crushed on him, and when he graces a new book cover, like I want Jenna Bush Hager to be like, my daughter-in-law in some case. I don't know what George W. would want to be called. He's kind of a zaddy, as you guys, if you did the fake tan lines, you probably know what that means. But I'm a big George W. Bush girl, and I find it hard to crush on like modern day celebs, like that Matt Rife guy, that comedian. People are like laying in traffic for him. Do you think he's attractive? He's cute? So he had a glow up. She's saying over here that he had a glow up. He's a comedian. People are wearing diapers just to buy his tickets. They're not even at the concert yet, and they're wearing diapers to get to his comedy show. He doesn't do it for me. I don't know. I think I like an old school American man. You get that. That's all right. These ladies, by the way, skipped Annie and Jones to come to tonight's podcast. So shout out to them. They saw us at PDT and they came back. They canceled their plans and they came to sit first row in the show. That is a world that I can't believe we're living in.
2 questions left.
Okay.
How do you feel about Crocs? Roast or toast?
Uh-oh. We've covered this one before. Let's see it from the audience first. Roast or toast? Seeing a lot of more toasts in the building. We're roasting. We're toasting. We got a big... Are you wearing them right now?
No, but I am very passionate about this.
You're passionate. Okay. When I run for prez, you will not be running with me because we can't take it that far. But here's the thing. I've talked about Crocs a lot. I've given them a fair share of shade. There's the functionality piece, right? If you went to my first, did anybody ever go to my first live podcast ever? I know one person did too. We got a couple in the building that were here for podcast number 1. I did a whole bit on Crocs. It was a man on the street here in Saratoga, and I asked people if they owned a pair. It was our first question detection. And the guy that really did sell me on the end is he told me that the strap on the back, it's called going into sport mode. And I was like, well, cargo pockets be damned. If you're using these things for a great purpose, I might get behind them. I'm always looking for a little bit of height in my footwear, so I have been somewhat attracted to the elevated version, the platform Crocs. We're taking them runway, not Balenciaga. Those sell for a few thousand. I did something I'll admit to you guys only. I did this with ballet flats the other day too, which is a touchy subject. I did some edging, when you guys are shagging and people edge. I don't know, that might be too much for you guys, but you get really close, but you don't go all the way, and it's supposed to be as satisfying, I guess. I don't know. I'm a late bloomer, so I've only heard about this, but I edge sometimes when I shop, where I either fill up a cart and I don't go all the way, I just fill it up and I get that rush and I don't check out. I'm sure you guys have done that, right? It's not payday yet. You're thinking about it. It's my George W. Bush of shopping carts. I'm like, all right, let it go. But then you don't go there. So a couple times I've seen Crocs and ballet flats in the store where I'm I do one of these, I make sure nobody's looking, and I just slide my toe in really quick, just to see what it would look like. Maybe I'll be a Crocs girl, maybe. There's this other footwear right now called cane footwear. Does anybody know what those are? If you go to Metabolic, if you go to any gyms out there, they're called recovery shoes. So they have sport mode built in. They're just slip-on Crocs. And I'm like, what are you recovering from? Buying the shoes? Like you bought the shoes and now you need to fucking call it, like you need to go to confession type. I don't get them at all. You can just look cuter and be comfortable. It's like the track. Let's just take it a couple notches further. We'll be okay. I don't know why you need holes in your shoes, okay? I don't like toe cleavage. Someone in this building posted a horrendous picture of overgrown toenails. We just don't, really knees down, those are for God. You guys think about these other regions, like I really don't want to see from here down. It's just not, nobody's looking great like that.
Final question of the night. What is your favorite new piece of 2 Buttons Deep merch?
Oh, stop. That's a throwaway. Ask me something else. Oh, where's their question?
All right, if you find your friends, well, first, what's your favorite piece of merch? That was an honest question from the senior Buttonista, who we love.
Mom, don't blow her in like that. What, is she making commission?
Yes.
Did you do a deal with her?
So do a plug quick.
Mom.
She needs it.
What's my
for the
favorite?
Twisted
All right,
tea.
my mom's favorite is the It's Always Sunny in Saratoga crop top.
All right, there you go.
That's what she wanted
All right,
to hear.
final
It's almost
question.
sold out. Okay.
We'll end with some Jerry Springer shit.
All right.
If you find your friend's husband on Tinder,
Oh, no.
do you tell them?
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what I would do? I would fuck with them first. I think you message him and you're like, hey, baby boy, what's going on? You start a little something, because then you have some ammo. You can understand the intent of the situation and really have some fun with it. It's not a fun situation at all. It's very stupid, actually, because I feel like with like social media and everything, I watch a lot of Dateline and I'm like I've said this before out loud and this is being recorded, but like, I don't know how people kill people anymore. How do you do it? You're so like you're not in your right mind, God. But like you Google things on your children's iPad now. We have a search history, we have it all. So there's no really getting away with this stuff. So you might as well do a little sleuthing, have a little fun, be like, what do you think of Crocs, roast or toast? See what he says. If he toasts them, tell your friend immediately. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. That's it, baby. That is the live Buttonista Show here at PDT Market. Thank you guys so very much. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Go buy your merch. Get your big gift bags on your way out. Snap a pic. Grab another drink. It's my favorite song. We're counting down to the best motherfucking day of the year. September 21st, obviously.